What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video, and in this video, we are back with Symboli Rudolf. This is actually kind of more of another test run with her, because I do want to run with her, but I'm not too sure if I completely do at the same time. Sorry, I'm kind of like out of it, because literally right when I was about to start the video and all that, literally about to press record, an earthquake just happened, and I was just like looking at everything because everything was shaking. So I was just like, is everything okay? Nothing fell, you know. So yeah, I don't think it was too bad. I mean, I searched it right away. It was like, I think it was a 3.9. I think. I'm not sure. But it just happened. Literally just happened not so long after I started this video. But regardless, here we are, Symboli Rudolf back with her. We're gonna go see if I do want to use her. Probably I will maybe end up using her. Maybe because I did like the fact that I started training her again. I do wish she gets a third alternative costume, because along with Cap, because she was the first festival banner unit, and Cap being one of two first Christmas units for her first alternative costume. So kind of hoping we can get another one of either or pretty soon. Set up pretty much the same as we did when we did trainer last week. 2 speed, guts, 1 power, 1 wise, and also the Yayoi friend card. I thought about swapping the guts card and maybe trying out the McQueen wise card and then just using my Orfurv, but I was like, maybe not. Maybe not. So I'll update on myself later on, but that's gonna be pretty much it for the setup. I am running a little bit late, so there might there might be a chance that this video might be a little over or past the time I normally post. Kind of overslept a little bit. Kind of overslept a little bit. Couldn't help it, I guess, since I'm still kind of sick. But this is I guess the best I've felt. I do still have the cough, but this is the best I've felt since it first started. So I'll take that as a win. But other than that, let's start this training. But before we do go over the training or start the training and go over the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, the link is down in the description down below. And if you guys haven't joined a circle, or you guys are looking for a circle to join, feel free to join the circle that I am in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join. But if you want a speedier process of me accepting your requests, go down to the comment section or go to the Discord server and hit the circle request channel. Let me know there in that channel that you also sent the request, or let me know that you sent the request there, and also let me know what your in-game name is, just so I know who that I'm accepting, and making sure that I accept you into the circle and not someone else. Pretty much the same thing with the YouTube comments, so it's pretty much the same thing there. If you prefer to do it on the YouTube comments, it doesn't matter, as long as you let me know, then I'll be able to accept you right away. So I don't know about the people from I believe I showed it. I'm not too sure if I did, but I'll show it again if it's still there. Any requests that may or may not be from you guys who are watching, but just in case it is, just in case it is, okay, while Liz is here, I'll just give you some, even though actually I don't really need the short distance ones because I don't really have any short distance Ubas. Unless all the recent ones just expire. Oh, I guess not. I think these are the same 3 that I wasn't sure about. So if any of these 3 are you guys, just let me know down in the comment section or in the circle request channel in the Discord server. Once again, the Discord server link is down in the description below. But let's go back to Symboli Rudolf. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to train Rudolf. You guys remember yesterday I said I had a team in mind? And it was basically gonna be pretty much a Team Rigil team, right? As you guys know, I did start off with Suzuka. She was there formerly, and that's the reason why I kind of wanted, kind of went with a Team Rigil theme. So I was gonna go with Taiki Shuttle as the last spot. So now you guys pretty much know who's the 3rd Uma. And the second one was kind of a toss-up. I didn't know who I wanted to be. There was a few options. Obviously, Rudolph is one of them, being in Team Rigil. And then there's also, I thought about Marzensky. I thought about also using maybe her swimsuit version. It's also been a while since I used her swimsuit version, at least. And then I didn't really think about Alcondra Pasa. Maybe if she gets a 3rd alt and I get it somehow, some way. Somehow, some way. But I'm not sure. So it might be Rudolph. It might be Marzensky, but it might be Rudolph. And then at one point I was like, maybe I'll just use Cap, the normal Cap. So I'm not sure at the same time if I'm gonna go through with it or not. But I think I'm gonna go with Rudolph, maybe. It'll be I guess it'll be finalized next week. But anyways, I do I? I thought I did. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Scrolling through. Okay, I do now. I do now. That's all that matters. Do wise. So the first comments are gonna be from Nova. Got the 3.5 support card selector, but I'm holding it off. I think I want to use it from a queen end card, but I'm still hoping for something good during the next scenario. True. We did get power this time for the scenario. I wonder if they're gonna give us a group card this time. I feel like it's been a while since they've given us a group card. I think since Grandmasters. I think. What was UAF again? I think it was a friend card. So I don't think we've had a group card in a while. So they'll probably do a group card and then a matching scenario card. I say matching, but basically a scenario card that's like the power niche, but maybe not but most likely not a power card, I'd say. If it's medium long distance, I'm actually hoping stamina. I'm actually low-key kind of hoping stamina, but at the same time, thinking wise. But just like you, Nova, I have been debating whether or not to pick up that McQueen end card. But with the 3.5 support card selector, I'm assuming it goes up to cards up to the before the 3.5 support banner. So there is that option of going for the Vivlo speed card, but now I need to consider, like, how am I gonna get the other copies, because I don't even know how many of those rainbow cards or whatever I have, like the actual item that you can use, not the shards to make one. I know I don't have enough. I'm probably one off from making one, maybe. I'm not sure. But I would need 4. I would need 4, and that's kind of a lot. And I'd rather just pull dupes, but gonna be my first copy. So that's another thing. I think with the McQueen one, at least, getting one dupe would be best, at least, at the very least, to I guess use the full potential of it, I guess. It would give me a slight upgrade in the Wise department, also giving me another option for leader units. And I can at least get 2 copies of that because I still have my my 3rd anniversary ticket, and the McQueen card is a part of that as well. So I could immediately get her to LB1 with the 3.5 anniversary ticket, or the 3.5 ticket. And I'll be able to pretty much just use it off the rip more confidently than an LB0. And I'm thinking of like the near future. I feel like I will probably be using leader units, specifically, let's say like Teo, Gentle Donna, Symboli Rudolf, Aguri Cap. So I'm already pretty much giving some kind of insight of what kind of characters I may be using in the future. Kita's also one of them, Duramente. So I think I might do it for the sake of my leaders, at least. Well, let's see. End card is my primary weakness. Mine, I would say, it's just one of them. I'm just gonna say it's one of them, because I do need an upgrade in speed. Obviously, I've been saying that the whole time. I wouldn't mind an upgrade in stamina, just because it would be a newer stamina card. So that's why I'm kind of hoping for a stamina card in the scenario one. And then power, I just got the Nishino flower, but that one is more short mildness and specific, right? But I think there's a skill that doesn't have a condition, so maybe still be good for general, I would assume. Power, I mean guts, I do still have our fur, but she is still only at LB1. Still usable, but could be better, obviously, if she was max limit broken. And for wise, I'm just holding on to the Measure Ramino. And that one is already a year and a half, or I guess over a year and a half now. So I wouldn't mind an upgrade in wise, knowing that. So that's me, at least. That is me, at least. As for my team, I know I'm using Donna and Vivlos. I would use Donna, but I think I'm gonna let I think I'm gonna let some of them. I'm gonna let Rudolph take her spot because of wait. Did we do? Oh yeah, we did. I forgot if I did the debut or not, but we did, so we're okay. I'm just gonna rest then. Screw it. I thought about Ramona, but now I'm leaning towards wedding Amazon. If Duramente can run mile, then I would use her. She should be able to run mile. Because I believe I trained her for mile at one point. I don't know if you checked by this point, but I'll check. I'll check. Yeah, she has an A in mile. I've known she can do mile, so that kind of surprised me that you you ask. I'm actually. Oh yeah, you did. For a bit, I was unsure about you having Duramente for a second, but then I remembered that's all you trained that one time when you came back after, right? Okay, I just got 2 notifications on. I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna go back to this. Sorry, I got tagged on Discord. I just got curious. So yeah, while I mentioning Discord, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, once again, the server link is down in the description below. We have had a few people join recently. I think one of the recent circle members, and also I believe Rick joined as well. I believe Rick joined. So it's slowly but surely growing. So if you guys want to join the Discord community, feel free to join through the link down in the description below. But anyways, before I got distracted by that. Stuck around UD4 and UD5, but it's kind of funny that I'm not hitting UEs as much as I was in the beginning. You know what's funny? I'm still at UEs. It's funny how you're leaning towards wedding Amazon, where I pretty much just stopped using her. Because didn't I just use her like the last 2 times, and she was doing great. Not gonna lie, she was doing great. Oh, she could have been an option for Rigil also. But I don't think running her, was it 3 times in a row, would be too fun. I think that's another reason why I didn't want to go cap, because I think this would have been her 3rd time in a row as well. I think. So I guess it's time to let some other Umas, shine, Eugen had responded saying, most likely the 3.5 ticket is fine to use right away, unless you were waiting for the previous cards before the anniversary to reprint. What most safe is the Rainbow Crystal, because it can be used in the future SSRs. That is true. So theoretically, technically, I can just use it for the McQueen card. If I do want to boost myself in that category. But McQueen's card is gonna hit a year in a few months. So that's another thing to consider. But it's not too bad because it's just a year, honestly, because I'm still using the Ramino one for a year and a half now, so it shouldn't be too bad. I could also just take a look at my other options. There's also that, but we'll see. I'm avoiding Shadowverse right now because I'm very disappointed about them delaying Shadowverse 2 to next year. How bad into next year? That's the real question. If it's early, like first quarter, it's not how we're. I don't know. We'll just go like the first. I guess yeah, the first quarter, like the first 4 months, right? Or 3 months? Yeah, first 3 months because there's 12 months. Um, or is it gonna be like later towards the end of the year? If it's basically the second half of the year, that would suck for people who are, I guess, looking forward to it. For myself, maybe that gives me an opportunity to get into Shadowverse. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try to also go a little bit faster. Reason being is try to give myself an opportunity to possibly get this video posted up in time for you guys. But so I've been getting into Master Duel and even the old PvP game like Tag Force 3. 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 Oh, that. I was like, what the heck is Tag Force 3? I was so confused. But I know now. I know now. I guess I could rest here. Or I could use a date. New games after 2020 have less appeal. Oh wait, Tag Force 3, by the way, you guys, it's a third sequel or third game of the Tag Force series in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. By the way. Just to let you guys know if you didn't know. But yeah, new games after 2020 have less appeal for me, and that's kind of sad. Uh, I guess you could say for myself, if we're talking about like non-gotcha games, like actual, like maybe AAA or just basically not gotcha games, I guess. We'll go with that. Actual video games. Actual, no, whatever. Just not gotcha games, I guess. I won't say that I'm exactly picky because I enjoy the first person shooters. I enjoy, well, if the first person shooter is like story. If it's multiplayer, like we're talking like COD, Battlefield. I haven't played Valorant or Overwatch, so there's no point in me saying that. Or I haven't even played Apex, so yeah, I can't really name any of those because by the time I was over that kind of multiplayer, those multiplayer games, the shooter multiplayer games, I didn't really see any interest towards those games anymore, so I didn't feel inclined to play them. But like first person shooters, if it's if the first person shooter is a story adventure game, or story game, whatever. Or if it's Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies or zombies in general, then sure. There is another I forgot what it's called, but there's another game that kind of took inspiration of that, the classic round based zombies, and it does look interesting. I think it's called Made to Scur or something like that, but or Scur or something. But it looked interesting. See, so that. But mainly the games that get my interest are obviously the usual titles that I or game titles that I follow or series that I follow, which would be like Resident Evil, Big fan of Resident Evil. Um, a lot of the Nintendo series, like Fire Emblem, Legend of Zelda. Although I'll be honest, I didn't play the latest one because I don't I don't I don't like Nintendo prices. Games, especially for like Mario, Zelda, anything that's like Nintendo, they're like never on sale. Never. And if they're on sale, it's like $5, I think. I think at the very best. So it's rare for me to buy a Nintendo game off the rip. Unless it's probably like Xenoblade, where it's like a long time since the last one. So yeah. Final Fantasy, that's another one. I forgot to mention that. So there's those games and dude. Yeah. It would take a lot for me to get into other games. But if it looks nice, if it's if it looks nice, I'll give it a shot. If it's a JRPG, I'll most likely be interested, but I'll look into it to see if I want to play it. Yeah. Horror games. I do love horror games. I just haven't really looked into it. I know there has been good ones. Just 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 hold on. I just haven't played them. So yeah. But I do admit I've pretty much been in the same boat where it wasn't like before where I was like, oh, this game, that game, this game, that game, you know? Which it's not a bad thing in a sense, because like not even like games like Assassin's Creed and all. I haven't played games some title series like that in a long time. I haven't played Assassin's Creed like a full series since Assassin's Creed 3. So basically was it the Ezio Sagas trilogy? Whatever. Because I think 4 was Black Flag. I didn't play that one. Like completely. I think I played like a good 2 hours of it. That's it. So but I can't really remember any other more series, but so let's move on. Shadowverse Uma cards are okay, kind of mid in game, and Special Week is something I hear every single time I play the Dragon deck. Yarube, that's the only thing she says. Well, she got destroyed the next turn, so there's that. Huh. I think if I were to get into Shadowverse, though, I'd probably be more inclined with the physical cards. And the reason being is that it's just the same reason for like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and why I prefer the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. Is because, while yes, this or not Master. Actually, I said I didn't prefer Master Duel. I prefer like I forgot what they're called, but it's basically the online ones where you can, like I said, make your own deck off the rip without needing to open packs and anything. Like just basically make your deck and you can do anyone you want. Kind of like Pokemon Showdown, I'd say. You guys know Pokemon Showdown is basically the Yu-Gi-Oh version of that, where you can just make whatever team you want. So yeah. And the thing is, it's like, while I do enjoy being able to use, I guess, all the cards I want, make all this stuff I want, it doesn't necessarily kind of give me the same enjoyment of actually having the cards. So I guess technically Master Duel would have the edge on that over there. But then there's like the other thing where like Master Duel has like its own meta and all that. And it kind of messes with me because I'm still trying to get into the, well, I guess the new meta, because post ban list. It's been like a week or so, like a week or two since the ban list has been posted. And yes, I've been like I said, I did upgrade or start upgrading. I did start upgrading my decks. I upgraded one of my decks. Yeah, I upgraded one of my decks, which is a Trickstar, if you know what it is. I'm just gonna say it. And then did I rest? I'm just gonna rest. I made a Red Dragon Archfiend deck off 3 structure decks, and honestly, it seems pretty darn good. But I also did add some cards and fix it up. I didn't just use a structure decks cards. I just had to get it just for a cheap. It was a cheap deal. It was basically $10 per structure deck. Immediately made a pretty neat deck, I'd say. Pretty neat deck. I did had in my like bulk or like storage from what I had before some of the cards that I wanted to add anyway, so I guess I'll take that as a win, right? My Crystal Beast deck stayed the same. No really any upgrades there. And then I do have a Gimmick Puppet deck. Although that one was more, I just made it. Because it was actually fairly cheap. And I didn't know anything when I was making it. And I didn't know anything about it and all that. This was also like pre-ban list when I did this. So that was fun. That was fun. But I will say my main deck, like my top favorite deck. Oh, there would be 2 of them. And they're basically rogue decks. We have the hero deck, and also, which I need to, both of them. The Dark Magician later. I need to heavily fix up my Dark Magician deck. And then my hero deck is gonna get fixed up first before the Dark Magician deck. And when the new structure deck comes out for Blue Eyes, I'm definitely gonna make a Blue Eyes deck, because I still do have cards from my old Blue Eyes deck, and that was a long time ago. And I'm excited because who doesn't like Blue Eyes? So yeah. And then I don't know if I mentioned this. I did me and my brother are trying out the One Piece TCG. Even though he hasn't tried One Piece, he's still gonna, get into the TCG. He hasn't not tried One Piece, watched One Piece. I've watched One Piece. And while we were at the card shop, he used a random number generator to determine which deck to get. I was like, okay. I didn't know anything about it either. All I did was pick off the image on the box, and I chose the Three Brothers one while he chose the Utsa starter deck. So that's one of the TCGs I'm getting into. I think it's been out for like a good year or so, year or 2, maybe 2 at this point. And I did mention I know how to play Pokemon. I just haven't really been interested in There's White Schwartz, which I feel like I'd play more than Pokemon. So I'm not against learning Shadowverse. It's just, will I get into it or not? So whatever. And then I think the new it's weird, but I think the new Dragon Ball TCG might be the new direction they're going. It seems like it, because it's basically like the old one, just less complicated, so more simplified. But I think they were struggling with getting new new players or to get to join the scene, the community. So with it being recent, my brother, I guess since I got the One Piece, I guess since I got the One Piece decks, he got the Dragon Ball Fusion World decks, starter decks. We're just gonna give it a shot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm not opposed on trying TCGs. I'm not opposed. Like the Digimon one, I was interested in trying because it looked like it was doing well. And I did like Digimon, but didn't. I never did. But other than that, moving on with the comment, because I did say I was going to try and speed up, but I felt like I slowed down, which is hilarious, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. Oh, I already read this. Although I wouldn't mind, I guess playing the online. Because obviously if I do play Master Duel more, then obviously I'll be able to open more packs, right? I guess? I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I never really was into Master Duel, so I don't think I will ever end up doing it. Oh, and another reason why I think the new Dragon Ball TCG is going to take over is because originally they were supposed to make like an online version of the TCG for the first one, but it didn't work out because it was getting too complicated from what I heard. I could be wrong, but from what I heard, that was the case. And so they made a new simplified version, and they already have the online. So it kind of makes sense to me. But moving on with Nova's comments, I'll try to go a little bit faster on them. I have low tolerance for scary games, and I hate jump scares. Gore is fine and all, but jump scares are so cheap. It depends. Majority of the time, yes, jump scares are usually just loud, very loud, obnoxious sound, matching something moving on the screen. It's usually how it is, right? Either moving, popping up on the screen. That's pretty much it. With loud sound. Or just a loud sound by itself just to completely scare the crap out of you. Because they think it's funny. We take away those cheap jump scares. Usually, hey, usually if you're playing a horror game, I'd imagine at least this is how I'd imagine it. You'd want to try to get the experience out of it. That's me personally. This, I'll have my headphones, both of them on, none of this, none of that. I'll be listening to all that so I can hear left and I can hear right. You know. But yeah, if we give like a really good jump scare, yes, it will most likely be accustomed by some kind of sound. But if it's like a really good timing, like nothing so cheap, not like it's been quiet for like 5 minutes and suddenly I'm just gonna ring a doorbell really loud on your ear, or drop something really loud, something like that. The good jump scares are appreciated. The cheap ones, no. I remember playing Fallout 3 and I was too afraid to enter the subway system at night. Fallout 4 was better, but I just feel that dark places are scary. Also, giant hermit crabs scare me. Giant hermit crabs. I don't remember my Fallout 3 experience. It's been very long since my Fallout 3 experience. But I know I had fun. I know I had fun in Fallout 3. I'll say that at least. I will say that at least. But no, I've always loved I mentioned this a long time ago. I've always loved the horror genre as a kid. Mainly because I would say my furthest memory of why, and it's most likely the reason why, is because I don't know why, but my mom brought me to the movie theater as a kid. I think I was with my dad also. I think I was with both my parents. I think. And we watched Signs. I think that was more of like a suspense thriller, but nonetheless, it's still kind of a horror. It's still under part of a horror genre, right? It's just like a subgenre, you could say. So that's where it pretty much started. And as a kid, I was really into just watching horror stuff. Not really playing horror games because they didn't really there wasn't really that many, I would say. Unless we were talking about like Silent Hill, which is great. Resident Evil. Although they did go away from their horror element until Resident Evil 7 and Village. But yeah, I was watching horror games as a kid. I remember when my mom, y'all remember Blockbuster? Blockbuster had this program or whatever where you can rent like one or two movies at a time, maybe three, because I felt like we brought more than two. A certain amount at a time, and then you just bring it back, swap it out. You can just get up and go. And there was the same thing with video games, and that's where I got like my kick out of video games. Like I would finish it as fast as I can just so I could go back, and go back and play the next one, So one of those movies were always reserved for me. And it'll always be a horror movie most of the time. Or like any other movie I was into. I remembered watching Fast and Furious a lot. Maybe Too Fast and Furious more at that time. Or Tokyo Drift. Or any other movies that I was into. Rush Hour 2. So yeah. That was fun. But yeah, I grew up watching horror movies and then eventually started playing horror games and then enjoying both. There you go. I think I should add that I got Donna and Chocobon in that 40th pull. You're not making it any any easier on you. Not to admit, you're not making it any easier on you, but not to fan the flame or jelly or anything like that. It's funny because I do want Chocobon, so you're not helping your case here. Well, there are several gotchas that will require me to pull this week. I already posted my Rainbow Siege Arc Knights pull. Oh. That's why I got it wrong. But to be fair, they look kind of similar. At least to me. Definitely to get a new operator who I have no idea about. I've only played Siege several times with my cousin, and he rage quit on me. Well, funny. That's funny. For the others, I got Noro Cloud with a dude. Congrats, by the way, getting it in 40 pulls. I'm just gonna let it out here. Because I need him for my meta team. Otherwise, I just say blah. For Counterside, the third Awakened unit in a month. Congratulations, got that again in 40 pulls. So 2 separate games, 40 pulls each. Ridiculous. And this is why he ain't any better than I am. That's why you can't just hand it off, because you mainly got to get through, I guess, me. Because I'm the only one who's like on par pretty much with gacha games, so. And then Eugen. Because it doesn't seem like anyone else goes around and plays around with the whole Lucky Mustard thing. At least that's what it seems like. So yeah, this is why crown is still yours, my friend. Crown is still yours. They really are rushing the global server to catch up. Got pity, but hoping for good luck. Eversoul got 1 Awakened Banner too, and I got 170k for that. 100k gone, at least to pull for 14 dupes to max her out. 14 dupes. 14 dupes. I'll post the carnage in Discord. I'm assuming you're gonna get all 14 dupes. But it seems like 100k is the minimum you need, so yeesh. And then there's only a couple more or a few more. Ren is lucky, but she doesn't target me. I can actually see Ren's what Eugen was saying when he said that Ren's luck is kind of like my luck. I can kind of see it. Because she does get like that random like really good luck like she did with Cesario and like 3 tickets. But then she'll have like the over 100 pulls like Gentle Donna and be like me as well. So I don't know. She has luck. We just don't have the same amount of luck as you do. How about that? How about that? And it's okay if she won't. It's okay if she won't target you. I'm still here. I'm still here to, you know, poke some fun at it. Make sure that you keep your crown. I mean, it seems like Eugen goes to me for verification of your luck if it's better than mine or not, right? And yeah, it is. Still is. Still is. Well, let's see. So I won't comment on that. Well, now that you mention it, maybe she will. For some reason, Uma is very easy for me to hoard once I realize that the number of Umas I want decreased recently. If there's a game I can swipe, then I don't really hoard. This is Arknight so far. Cat Fantasy, not sure if I need hoarding because a lot of people are angry and EOS is kinda near. Well, I don't know if I should be surprised or not, to be quite honest, so I'm just gonna... Oh well. Oh well. I would say that it could be easy for me to hoard Uma if I didn't like so many Umas. See how unsure I sounded? I didn't really know a good reason. I feel like when I go through a no pulling spree, something happens to make me pull, and I'm just like, why? You know? Just like now, I'm saving, but then I'm gonna have to pull again because of the new scenario. And then after the new scenario, I'm gonna have to save for the anniversary, knowing that there's risk for characters that I like are gonna get released with another alternative costume, or an Uma that we've been waiting for is gonna get released. So that's the other issue there. So it is what it is. Ren just pulls swipe randomly that we don't know how or when. That is true. That is true. She just announces it later on. And most of the time going for what she likes, which is pretty much just like me. I'd rather invest it on max limit break on support cards, and she has plenty of it. I'm not sure if she used them all for the stadium races. I think for me, as long as they don't release any Umas that I really do like, or been waiting for, I'll be fine. Gentle Donna didn't help that. So yeah. My goal is support cards. So hopefully I'll be able to get there. And then Nova had responded to Eugen saying, she is a lucky mustard though, not the king, but still. Yeah, because you're the king. Because you're the king. Well, actually, we can't necessarily... We don't know how her pulls are in her other games, because she does, from what it sounds like, plays probably on par with us, if not maybe slightly more than us. So we don't know how she does in her other games. She doesn't really talk about it too much. It's mainly just Uma, Zenless, and yeah. So we don't necessarily know what's been going on with her in the other games. But the last 3 comments from Nova. Oh, no. I saw no reason appear in one of the races, and yeah, I have no reason to pull her. Confirm. I guess. As for Daring Tech, I think I have an interest. Isn't she released already? I think. That's what Nova said in the comment. I don't know. As far as City also piques my interest. Same for me as well. There's still Verxine, and I think Donna just sent her to the Shadow Realm. Oh no, not the Shadow Realm. So I won't see her coming anytime soon. Probably not. Probably not. Maybe for the Elizabeth race. I don't know, November. But that would be for the new scenario for medium distance. Maybe. If Orfurv comes out, then I don't know. Her Guts card will be obsolete, and I really don't like that. I think there was like speculation that she's 4th anniversary. I think. Don't quote me on that. That's just me trying to remember what I heard. And then Hoyo games are there to stay, so I think any boycott isn't going to work. Of course, those hardcore Hoyo simps are gonna dictate that you only play Hoyo games, and I'm like, nah fam. Hoyo games aren't bad, and there are certainly better games out there. Sorry bruh, but that's the truth. Definitely Hoyo games are there to stay. I mean, they are up there in terms of like one of the best at the current time. So they're definitely not going to be going away anytime soon, especially with the path that they've trailblazed. If you get it, you get it. The path they have trailblazed for themselves with the success of Star Rail and also Zenless. So they ain't going away anytime soon. And Genshin also still being popular. Can't really. And also there's still all the Honkai Impact fans. So yeah, you can't really, they're not going anywhere for sure. They're not bad, I will say that. Better games. I'm trying to think of all the gacha games I play. Wuwa's definitely comparable up there. I wouldn't. Snowbreak is like under for me. All the other games, I don't want to put them up there because those games I don't necessarily spend the utmost time on it. What I mean by that is like for like eminence, the only time I'm spending more time there is if a new event's there, or let's say I am fixing up characters or farming or trying to move on with the story so I can unlock better equipment to level up my characters better. And then there's Atelier, same thing. Progressing the story, events, and all that. I did start another gacha game. I forgot what it was called. It's a slow start for me, but I do like the graphics. The bare bones of it feels like 2 or 3 gacha games mixed, but mainly like Eminence. It feels like to me. So it'll probably just be like another one of those games in the background. But yeah, a lot of these games don't necessarily require me to just sit down too much. And yeah, it doesn't have to require a long period of time to sit down, but that's how I enjoy my games, where it gives, or there will be periods of time where I'll just sit down and think about the game. What can I do to upgrade my character? What can I do to make it better? Can I upgrade my artifacts or relics or whatever? And all that. Or what other team comps can I use? So unless I'm doing that, I find myself still sitting in like Wuthering Waves, Endless, Genshin now because of that land. It will die down for me again as we go through that land, but because of the same thing happened to me on Fontaine, Stariel, I find myself still spending more time in those games rather than like the other half of my games. You know. So, yeah. Tanoki had responded saying, boycotts are kind of a joke and rarely work. This is from someone playing Honkai Impact way back in the day and deciding never to play a MiHoYo now Hoyo games Gacha. Don't boycott, forgo inferior products, decide on alternatives, and never look back. Well, I don't boycott. It's like I've said, I mainly like people maybe in part of this drama and all that. I'm just here enjoying the game. That's how I see it. Drama can go on. I'll be here enjoying it. 2 separate ends of the spectrum. So it don't really matter for me. Alternatives, I already have a lot of gacha games. And plus Hoyo ain't going anywhere. Am I a full-on Hoyo supporter? Not really. I just like the games they release. Do I support their decisions sometimes? No. If it's a good decision, obviously. If it's questionable, then no. The drama is just there. But Nova had responded saying, mob mentality is what makes the gacha community so wholesome, in quotations. And then lastly from Nova, as I try to play catch up at the same time. For Master Duel, I'm just trying to get every tutorial done so I could get enough currency for pulling new cards. Did you just recently start Master Duel? Because if that's the case, then I might be inclined to dabble a bit. Spend some time here and there, but we'll see. I'm using Dragon Maid since Kobayashi Dragon Maid anime is pretty base. Okay. The new cards with Link monsters is still something that I need to get used to. I am avoiding Pendulum Summon altogether, and I still think Synchro Summons are the coolest. Pendulums, I'm on you. I hate it. I tried. I tried to learn the whole pendulum thing. I hate it. Or at least get used to it. I hate it. Links, not that bad. Synchros are fun. That's why I went and made the Red Archfiend Dragon deck. You know? I do like synchros. Xyz aren't bad either. So, there's that. And then if you want to duel, just let me know. Well, seems like Well, if you didn't start too long ago, then maybe I'll consider. But I don't really have anything in my account. But other than that, thank you for all the comments, Nova. Next comment is from Eugen. We are actually not far from finishing, so. Wow, that's a nice collection of pretty derby cards. Well, to be fair, a lot of them are just like the rares, normals, and all of that. Basically the bull. So the reason why they're in the binder is because it's a set I like. I like to put the sets I like, the card sets, the whole set list in the binder itself, if it's a set I like. And that's why all the Umas are there, basically. Well, not all, because I am missing some, so. For me, I'm farming more into marble in the event since I need them most in the upgrade and skill hint discount. Since I'm doing G1 races most of the time, I don't have much of a problem. Of course, I'm stingy donating banners to members contribute less if the banner they request, and I only have them around the 3 digits. But I donate banners regardless if that banner I own is more than 1,000. Train along the Umas for the video is Chocobon, but no notable white factors, so no luck in this attempt. Then for the remaining 30 minutes of the vid, I went for Silent Suzuka, similar with your setup, with me renting a Gold City Guts. With a 12 speed, 3 power, 3 guts with factors. I don't know what's happening. I have the hiccups. With factors, result ended up with a UD3 new record for highs for Suzuka. Hold on. Yeah, that should be good. Suzuka with 1833 speed, 593 stamina, 1353 power, 1459 guts, and 1216 on wise with mild S aptitude and 26 skills, 7 rare. We'll share on Discord. I didn't go for Great Escape since you mentioned as normal escape, but if I will go that route, I would bring 1 speed, 2 power, 1 guts, 1 wise. Instead to pump up the stamina like what I have done to Twin Turbo. So getting stamina basically through power, and I'm assuming inheritance. I don't know what's wrong. Like something is just bothering my throat right now. So I do apologize for all the coughing at the moment. I'm trying to get it under control. I just want to finish the comment and finish the video. I also think the ideal speed card would be Smart Falcon for the sake of rare skills, but if not, can do with the groundwork that will help during the opening leg with the combo of Nishino Power and Seiyun Power card. Well, I wish I was able to get a UD3 with Silent Suzuka, but I didn't. I wish I had Chocobon to train, but I don't have her. Tanoki had responded saying, "Oof, I'm in a double-digit range for most banners. New player problems." It's fair. I mean, you're still almost a year, and you've most likely been leveling up your character, so it's fairly fair to say that it's alright to only have double digits. But thank you, Eugen, for the comment. And lastly, Tanoki. The last 2 comments are from Tanoki. I'm actually satisfied with my parent Umas for the upcoming League of Heroes. Just gonna move ahead and do some next CM parents for now, since we get an extra reroll a day now. And Tachyon event. There is a Tachyon event. I need to go take a look at which Uma, or hopefully I can train on Uma and I can get a parent and use a Tachyon event on. Had some advice from my circle Discord for racing Uma runs. Kinda eager to try it out, so I did. I got UD6 Bar and Ruby. Way better than my second best at UD3. Ballroom Ruby makes a return, of course, because it is a mile distance, so she should be able to run it. But other than that, thank you for the comments, Tanoki, Eugen, and Nova. Appreciate it as always. And we ended off with 1459 on speed. Wish we had better speed. I did say, it's funny because I think last time I said I wanted to try guts, 2 guts. I did off camera. My speed didn't do as well, so that's why I went back to 2 speed, but I guess my RNG and speed this time around just wasn't as good. Although stamina is a little bit higher than I wanted, but I guess I'll keep it just in case. I'm at 874, 1284 power, 1256 guts, and 1195 on wise. Well, just 6 short of going UG, but other than that, we also did get an S aptitude on mile distance. This might be this actually might be a UF9. There's a chance because of how low my speed is. Yeah, told you there was a chance. Told you there was a chance, but really? Wow, I was just curious to see if it was just going to be bad the whole way through, and it was. It's so unfortunate. Whatever. Yeah, it wasn't that good anyway. Well, but that is my best trained one, because the last time we got a UF6, so. Did I cancel that training? I think I did. I'm not sure, to be honest, because I know I did train her off camera to try out the 2 guts. I think I did may have I think I messed up somewhere in the training, but whatever. With that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys did make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you guys thought of the training run. Obviously, it could be better. Speed RNG could have been better. Wise almost made it to 1200. Could use a little bit more power and maybe a little less stamina. Or maybe I could bring out 2 guts cards instead. That way guts will be a little bit higher and I get double help for power. Maybe no, I probably shouldn't, because there's no growth rate on there's no growth rate on speed, so probably not. But yeah, let me know how you guys are doing with your League of Heroes training. Let me know how you guys are doing in general. If there's anything else you guys do want to talk about or ask me, let me know down in the comments section. As long as you keep it appropriate, I'll respond to it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. Also, if you haven't joined a circle and you guys are looking for a circle to join, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It's called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join, go to the Discord server, find the circle request channel, go there, or the comment section back over here, and let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure that I'm picking you instead of someone else for the circle. Don't want me picking someone else who rather than you, right? So make sure to let me know what your in-game name is, just so I can make sure to choose you. And with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.